Blake Neff, you racist, homophobic, sexist piece of shit. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of In Cahoots Podcast. My name is Nikki. Before we get into this video, I want to remind you to make sure that you smash that subscribe button, hit the like button. Please hit the hype button. That helps the channel out a lot. Also, comment, let me know what you're thinking, and make sure that you turn on your post notifications so that you know every single time there's a new video. And don't forget to hit the join button to become a member. Now that that's over, lately I've been hearing a lot regarding Blake Neff. But I'm hearing little small tidbits, but I had never really had it explained, rather. So mind you, I just keep hearing this and I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, why are they calling him racist? Now, Candace Owens, she talked about on her show how she had a little exchange with Blake Neff. And I'm thinking, hey, I know that Blake doesn't like Candace Owens that much. I mean, nobody at Turning Point really does, especially those that are in Erika Kirk's pocket. It's like a no Candace Owens zone. We know that. I'm gonna play the clip where Candace Owens describes this message.
That video publicly yesterday, I thought I'd politely ask Blake to maybe share the video of Charlie saying that this is like, hey, this could go a very long way. Here's what I said beneath the video that he shared on X. I said, I love this. Can you please release the video that you shot in Aspen of him naming her as his successor a couple of weeks before he died? I just feel like that would go a long way. And whoa, did he get back to me with something fierce? Some would say he got a little too complex, okay? He said this: Candace, we haven't bothered playing it because we know psychopathic predators like yourself do not care what is true or false, and normal evidentiary logic has no effect on you. You're the kind of person who sees coded messages in the number 33, but then ignores evidence like DNA on a rifle or Tyler Robinson's own family members turning him in. Playing the audio at AmFest already was not enough. You'll obviously just say it's AI or a hologram or an Israeli actor or something. So what's the point? We gave up the possibility of any good faith conversation with you months ago. It's like trying to reason with a maniac, brandishing a knife and screaming at people on the subway. You are the same thing.
So I'm thinking, okay, all right, Erika Kirk, Andrew Fairy Tale Flight, COVID, and friends, including Blake Neff, they don't like Candace. So, I mean, you know, I can see why he would, I guess, write something like that. And he's mad at her, right? Then I turn around and I watch Barron, okay? And then Barron says this.
This is Blake Neff not being his best, Blake. Being a very low budget version. And I would suggest, this is where the bad cop's going to come in. Blake, I would suggest this is the crap that got you fired from Fox News. You can't control yourself behind a keyboard. I don't know if you use drugs. I don't know if you're an alcoholic. I don't know what your problem is. This is 7:47 p.m. Central Time, which would be 5:47, I believe, p.m. Arizona time, or maybe 6:47. I don't know if he's throwing back a couple dozen beers as soon as he gets off work. He's doing something to get chubby. But I don't know what the problem is that when Blake Neff gets behind a keyboard, he starts throwing insults around, particularly directed at black people. I think at one point he called her a DEI hire or something. Like, that's what got you fired from Fox News, Blake. That's what got you fired from the Marines. You can't help yourself. You got your little Klansman and he can't wait to get out of your body. He just can't help it. But you are a nasty, vicious little twerp.
Okay, so I hear Uncle Barron and I'm like, wait a minute. Fired from Fox? Okay, I heard that, but he's saying this is what got him fired. Got him fired. And then the Marines say, wait, what? So I'm like, let me look into it. Let me see what they're talking about. A lot of us know where Blake Neff had come from prior to being on the Charlie Kirk show. He was one of the top writers for Tucker Carlson. Because of the language that he used on another site called AutoAdmit, this stuff got him exposed and basically fired from everything. Now, what was interesting to me is that on AutoAdmit, he did not go under Blake Neff. He did not go under his real name. He went under the name of Charles the 12th. Now, the particular article that I'm going to read from is from the Albany Herald. That article was dated for July 10th of 2020. So here's some of the things that Blake Neff liked to talk about on AutoAdmit. The article reads, just this week, the writer Blake Neff responded to a thread started by another user in 2018 with the subject line, quote, would you let a jet black Congo N-word with a hard R do LASIK eye surgery on you for 50% off? Now, Blake Neff replied and said, I wouldn't get LASIK from an Asian for free, so no. Now, on June 5th, Neff wrote, black dudes staying inside playing Call of Duty is probably one of the biggest factors keeping crime down. On June 24th, Neff commented, quote, honestly, given how tired black people always claim to be, maybe the real crisis is their lack of sleep. On June 26th, Neff wrote that the only people who care about changing the name of the NFL's Washington Redskins are white libs and their university-educated pets. Albany Herald also stated that over the course of 5 years, Neff has maintained a lengthy thread in which he has derided a woman and posted information about her dating life that has invited other users to mock her and invade her privacy. There has at times been overlap between some material he posted or saw on the forum in the Tucker Carlson show. Did you think that was all? No. There's more. In his first post in 2015, starting the years-long thread, he explained that through circumstances he couldn't quite recall, he became Facebook friends with a woman and thought her posts about dating were amusing. He said, so I thought I'd post them, Neff wrote. I won't put up a pic, but it's probably relevant to say that she's a slightly overweight Asian woman who is in her mid-30s and definitely looks it. In March of 2020, Neff started another lengthy thread mocking a separate woman with whom he was connected on social media. The woman had posted about freezing her eggs, and Neff apparently found that worth deriding. In the AutoAdmit forum, he began posting about her in March of this year in a thread he titled Disaster, Wu Flu Outbreak Endangers Aging Shrew's Quest to Freeze Eggs. On the forum, Neff has also expressed bigoted views. In 2014, he joked about foodie F words. And in the same year, he started a thread titled Urban Business Ideas. He didn't do muffin. I guess that was supposed to be a play on nothing. Muffin. He's so corny. Ugh. He joked, one item could be Sandra Bland's sugar-free shortbread. In August 2019, a user started a thread titled, we should just buy Canada and kick all the Canadians out. Neff commented, okay, but what do we do with the millions of Chinese people? This Blake Neff, you are seriously disgusting. Something is wrong with this man. He stalks women's pages to learn about their dating lives. Then he posts them on some website to talk crap about them, makes fun of people of color dying in police custody suspiciously. And he got a kick out of that. This is who you guys are running Turning Point with? Erika Kirk, this is your guy? Andrew Fairytale Flight Covet, you approve of this message? In February 2020, Neff called Mormonism an inherently cucky religion. On June 5th, a user on the forum commented in a thread, didn't Michael Brown, here we go, rob a store and attack a police officer? And wasn't George Floyd a piece of SHIT with a long criminal record? JFC libs. Another person commented, it doesn't matter to these people. Neff then replied, it does. The violent criminals are even more heroic. On June 16th, a user started a separate thread about a video showing a black man assaulting an elderly white woman in New York. Neff commented on the thread, and to think if this guy got killed in some freak accident while being arrested, we'd have to endure at least 3 funerals in his honor. On the 4th of July, Neff started a thread in which he jokingly rated members of the community using images from a 1990s video game from the makers of Oregon Trail that was pulled from the market due to its racist depictions of slaves. In the game, users play as slaves trying to break free and escape north. Neff assigned users on the forum images from the game, many of which depicted black slaves using racist stereotypes. For instance, Neff assigned one user an image of a slave catcher, to which the user replied, "Thank you, Massa Charles, for this." Are you fucking serious? On May 27th, Neff wrote that Reps AOC, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, and Rashida Tlaib, known collectively as the Squad, want to make your country a dumping ground for people from third world. Responding to a thread on June 27th about whether whites fear what's going to happen to them in 10 to 20 years, Neff wrote that he has no plans to stay in the country that long. In December 2019, he said that, quote, "Once Democrats have the majorities to go full F Whitey, things are going to get really wacky really quickly." He argued at the time that there is a large minority of whites who are fully supportive of a F Whitey agenda, and that there's a suicidal impulse to Western people that honestly feels biological in origin. When not making his own bigoted comments, Neff has shown a willingness to respond to others who were, without expressing any hesitation, much less discuss about what they've said. For instance, in 2016, he replied to a thread with the title, "Mary Poppins Getting R-Worded by a Pack of Wild N-Words, hard R, at a park. Kids watching." Bro, that is sick. This is who is sitting at Turning Point. This is who is on the Charlie Kirk show telling people to go to church and love God, this is your guy? Erika Pinocchio Kirk, you have 24 hours to respond. That same year, he commented on the thread titled, "D words get wrong C at C Banks. N word pops out." I just read that for the first time. Lord. Just last month, Neff replied to a comment on the thread that said, "And those N's are always honor students or some BS." In 2018, a user on AutoAdmit posted, "At some point in the future, all your XO posts, his real name, will be public record." One person commented, "I stand by every post." Neff upvoted that comment. Listen, guys, that is the way Blake Neff feels. And sure, we can scream freedom of speech. That's fine. But let's not forget that when this was all public, when everyone found out the things that he was saying on AutoAdmit, what did Blake Neff do? Even though he has freedom of speech, he knew what he said was wrong and immoral. So what did he do? He resigned. Okay? Tucker Carlson even had to condemn his words. Did Tucker Carlson mean to condemn him, or was it just something that he had to do for the network that he was working on? I don't know. And I only question that because on the Charlie Kirk show that he was hosting after Charlie passed, he expressed how much of a good guy Blake Neff really is, how much he loved him, and he talked about how he fought for him to get another job after he resigned, which is how he ended up on the Charlie Kirk show. Charlie wanted to put him on the show, on camera. I guess my biggest question is, knowing even at the time, the things that man said, the way that he belittled women and people of color, he basically stalked women just to talk crap about them on a whole different site. He would claim that he wouldn't name names, but yet he would still post links on the AutoAdmit site so that people could click the link to go directly to the woman's page. This is who you have sitting on the Charlie Kirk show. This is who you have telling people about God and to love God and love their neighbor. That's who you're working with, Erika Pinocchio Kirk, Andrew Fairytale Flight Covet. So at the end of the day, I guess my question was answered. I wondered, how come people keep saying this man is racist? Now we know. The biggest takeaway for me is that Blake Neff never one time, no matter how much trouble it got him in, because he was basically blacklisted, and I can understand why. But no matter how much trouble that got him into, he never once apologized. He never once took anything back. None of his statements, he never, ever wavered. So that tells me that this is how he felt then and how he feels now. So having someone on a show like the Charlie Kirk show, having someone a part of Turning Point with those views, what does that say about the company? You tell me what you think in the comments. I'm going to end this video right here. It's been real, guys. Please make sure that you subscribe, like the video, comment, share the video with your friends and other creators too. Make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you know every single time there's a video. And don't forget to join to become a member. Until next time, my name is Nikki. This has been In Cahoots Podcast. Peace.